Fear is a thief. It steals your words before they ever leave your lips. It locks your potential inside your chest, and it convinces you that silence is safer than expression. But there comes a moment in life when you must decide. Will I continue letting fear own me, or will I rise, reclaim my power, and speak with the voice I was born to use? That moment is now. End fear. Take back your power. Reclaim your voice. Social anxiety has a way of shrinking your world. It tells you to avoid, to withdraw, to stay invisible. But deep down, you know you were never created to live small. You were meant to connect, to create, to lead, and to shine. Imagine standing in a room and speaking without hesitation, laughing without self-consciousness, expressing your ideas without trembling. That version of you is not a dream. It is who you truly are when fear no longer has chains around your throat. Every human being carries a voice that matters. Your voice is not just sound, it is identity. It is your truth, your energy, your impact. To hide it is to deny the world the gift of your presence. Think about it. History was never changed by the silent. It was changed by those who dared to speak even when their voices shook. And that courage does not belong to a chosen few. It belongs to anyone willing to claim it. It belongs to you. Fear will always try to disguise itself as protection. It whispers, "Stay quiet and you'll be safe." But safe is not free. Safe is not powerful. Safe is not the life you dream of. Freedom demands courage, the kind of courage that stands tall in the middle of trembling knees and racing thoughts. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to rise in spite of it. And every time you rise, the chains of social anxiety weaken. Think of the times you've stayed silent when you wanted to speak. Think of the opportunities missed, the connections lost, the moments passed by. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine speaking up and being heard, stepping forward instead of stepping back, choosing expression instead of suppression. That shift transforms everything. Suddenly, doors open, relationships deepen, and confidence grows not because the world changes, but because you do. The truth is, you have far more strength than fear has power. Fear only wins when you surrender. But the moment you declare no more, fear begins to fade. It cannot survive in the presence of consistent courage. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. And with every victory, your voice grows louder, clearer, stronger. This is your turning point. This is the time to end the cycle of hiding. The world is waiting for your ideas, your laughter, your unique energy. No one else can bring what you can bring. No one else can speak the words that only you were born to speak. Silence may feel safe, but expression is where life begins. Picture yourself 6 months from now, living with the freedom to walk into a room with confidence, to speak your truth without apology, to connect deeply without fear. That life is possible. It begins with a single choice, the choice to reclaim your voice today. You were not meant to live under the shadow of social anxiety. You were meant to stand in the light of your own courage. You are meant to inspire others by showing them that freedom is possible, and the first step is not waiting for the perfect moment. It is deciding, right now, that your voice matters more than your fear. So rise, stand tall, speak your truth. Let the world hear you. End fear now. Take back your power. Reclaim your voice, because social freedom is not a distant dream. It is your destiny, and it begins today. Fear is powerful, but you are more powerful still. For too long you may have believed a lie that social anxiety defines you, that shyness is permanent, that your trembling voice or racing heart means you are broken. But hear this clearly, you are not broken, you are becoming. Every struggle you have faced is shaping a strength within you that fear cannot hold back forever. The truth is, fear cannot survive in the presence of relentless courage. And courage is not some rare gift given only to leaders and heroes. It is a decision anyone can make, including you. Courage is waking up and saying, "I will not be silent today. I will take one step forward, no matter how small." That step is the beginning of transformation. Think about this. Every person you admire, every confident speaker, every leader who stands tall in front of a crowd, they were once where you are now. They faced doubt, nervousness, and judgment. But instead of surrendering, they made the decision to keep showing up. Confidence is not magic. It is built through repeated action. And if they could build it, so can you. You see, fear wants you to live inside your head, to overanalyze every move, to replay every mistake, to shrink from every opportunity. But life is not lived in your head. It is lived out loud. And when you finally decide to live out loud, you'll realize how much of your potential has been waiting patiently beneath the surface. Imagine standing in front of a group and speaking your truth, not because you are free from fear, but because you are stronger than fear. Imagine laughing freely without wondering what others think. Imagine meeting new people and feeling connection instead of panic. That vision is not far away, it is closer than you think. It begins with a single, bold choice, to no longer let fear make your decisions for you. Every moment you allow fear to dictate your life, you give away your power. But every moment you stand up and speak, you take your power back. That is what reclaiming your voice means. It means refusing to let fear control your destiny. It means living fully, unapologetically, authentically. Yes, there will be resistance. Fear does not disappear overnight. But every time you push forward, you weaken its grip. Fear is like a shadow. It looks large until you turn and face the light, and the light is already within you. Do not underestimate the impact of your voice. Your words can inspire. Your truth can change lives. Your presence can uplift someone who thought they were alone. When you silence yourself, the world misses out on that gift. When you speak, even if your voice shakes, you create ripples of courage in others. Remember this: social freedom is not only about what you gain, it is about who you become. You become someone who is no longer held hostage by doubt. You become someone who lives boldly, who seizes opportunities, who connects deeply. You become the person you always dreamed of being, the person you were meant to be all along. Think of all the energy you have wasted worrying about being judged, all the nights replaying conversations in your head, all the times you stayed silent when your heart longed to speak. Now imagine redirecting that energy into living fully, into creating, connecting, and growing. That is what happens when you reclaim your voice. You stop living half a life and start living wholly. And it is not just about you. When you break free from social anxiety, you give others permission to do the same. Your courage becomes contagious. Your light gives others hope. You prove that freedom is possible, and that example may change someone else's life. But here's the key: you cannot wait for the perfect moment. You cannot wait until you feel ready. Readiness never comes before action. It comes because of action. You must act now, with the voice you have, with the strength you have, with the courage you can gather today. Every small step matters. Every small win counts. So rise up, step into the world as if you belong, because you do. Walk into rooms with your head high, not because fear is gone, but because you refuse to bow to it any longer. Start conversations, share your story, laugh loudly, live boldly. Let people see you as you are, without masks, without apologies. That is freedom. And when fear whispers again, and it will answer it with action. Speak anyway, move anyway, stand tall anyway. Over time, fear will fade, and your confidence will shine brighter than you ever imagined. Life is too short to stay hidden. Your dreams are too important to be silenced. The world needs your laughter, your ideas, your creativity, your leadership. Every moment you stay small, you rob yourself of the life you deserve. But every moment you choose courage, you unlock new possibilities. This is your time. This is your season of breakthrough. You have stayed silent long enough. You have hidden long enough. Today is the day to draw a line in the sand and declare no more. Fear does not own me. My voice will not be silenced. My life will not be wasted. Let these words echo within you. Let them ignite a fire that no fear can extinguish. Let them carry you forward when doubt tries to pull you back. You are stronger than you think, braver than you feel, and more capable than you know. So stand tall, speak with conviction, take back your power, reclaim your voice, step into the freedom that has been waiting for you all along. And when you do, you will discover that the world is not as intimidating as fear made it seem. In fact, you will discover that the world has been waiting for your voice, your truth, your light. Do not wait another day. End fear now. Take back your power. Reclaim your voice. Live free. Live boldly. And never again let silence steal the life you were born to live. You've already come so far in this journey of awakening. The very fact that you are here, reading, listening, or reflecting on these words, proves that something inside you refuses to settle for a life controlled by fear. That fire, however small it may feel at times, is the beginning of freedom. And if you nurture it, if you feed it with courage, it will grow into a blaze that burns through every limitation. Never forget this. Fear is temporary, but regret is permanent. You may feel discomfort when you face fear, but discomfort is only a passing moment. Regret, however, lingers. It asks you years later, what if? What if you had spoken up? What if you had chased that opportunity? What if you had shown the world your true self? Do not let regret have the final word. Choose courage now, so that your future self thanks you instead of questions you. Think of your voice as a bridge. Every time you use it, you build a pathway to connection, opportunity, and growth. But when you stay silent, that bridge collapses. You are left isolated on an island of fear. The good news: you have the power to rebuild it, brick by brick, word by word, and once rebuilt, it will carry you further than you ever imagined. There is immense strength in simply beginning. Beginning a conversation, beginning a speech, beginning a friendship, beginning to live as if your voice matters. Do not underestimate how much momentum lives in beginnings. Each new start sends a message to fear. I am not your prisoner anymore. You must also remember that perfection is the enemy of progress. Many people remain silent because they want to sound flawless, appear flawless, or perform flawlessly. But life is not about perfection, it is about authenticity. People do not connect with perfect, they connect with real. And your real self is more than enough. Let your voice be imperfect, let it shake if it must, but let it be heard. Because even a shaking voice can carry a powerful message. There will be challenges, there will be moments when fear feels louder than your courage, but those moments are not signs of failure. They are signs of growth. Growth always requires discomfort. The discomfort you feel in stepping forward is proof that you are stretching, expanding, and breaking through old limitations. Instead of running from that discomfort, embrace it as evidence that you are on the right path. Picture this. One day, you will look back and barely recognize the person who once stayed silent, the person who once allowed fear to dictate their choices. Instead, you will see a version of yourself who is bold, expressive, and free. That future self is waiting for you, and every courageous step you take today brings you closer. The power you seek is not outside of you, it is already inside, waiting to be claimed. Every time you silence fear and speak, you tap into that power. Every time you refuse to back down, you reclaim another piece of yourself. Every time you let your voice rise, you send a message to the world. I am here, I matter, I will not be silenced. So let today mark the turning point. Let today be the day you stop hiding and start living. Let today be the day you choose expression over suppression, courage over fear, freedom over chains. Because if not today, when? If not you, who? The world does not need another silent soul, it needs the real you, alive, unafraid, and unapologetic. And as you step into this freedom, know that you are not only liberating yourself, you are lighting the way for others. Somewhere out there, someone is watching you, someone who is struggling just as you once struggled. When they see you rise, they will believe they can rise too. Your courage will spark theirs, and together, voices will rise in a chorus of freedom. This is bigger than you. This is about the movement of breaking fear's grip on human potential, and every voice that reclaims its power strengthens that movement. When you speak, you don't just change your own life, you ripple change into the lives of others. So here you are, standing at the crossroads of fear and freedom. One path leads to the same cycle of silence, the same shrinking, the same regrets. The other path leads to boldness, to expression, to a life lived fully and authentically. The choice is yours. Choose freedom. Choose courage. Choose to reclaim your voice, because the world is waiting. The stage of life is set. The microphone is in front of you. And whether you whisper, speak, or roar, your voice is needed now more than ever. So end fear. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. Take back your power. Speak your truth. Live boldly. Walk in freedom, and never again allow silence to define you. Your voice is your power. Your power is your freedom. And your freedom is your destiny. Claim it, live it, be it. The time is now.